Aaron Carter's twin sister Angel recalls their last conversation 3 days before he died. "I was angry." Exclusive. Angel opens up about her complicated relationship with Aaron in an exclusive interview and in the upcoming documentary The Carters, Hurts to Love You. Aaron Carter's twin sister Angel Carter Conrad is recalling a particularly tense moment she shared with her late brother during their final conversation 3 days before his tragic 2022 death at just 34 years old. Angel, 37, reveals that the last time she actually laid eyes on her brother was 3 years earlier in a less-than-ideal location. "It makes me sad to know that the last time I saw him was in 2019 in a courtroom," she says in the interview. "It was the last time I ever saw Aaron." Angel opens up about her relationship with Aaron and the experience of growing up with their 3 older siblings, including sisters Leslie and Bobbie Jean, who died in 2012 and 2023, respectively, in an environment rife with drugs and abuse in the new documentary The Carters, Hurts to Love You, which premieres April 15 on Paramount+. The 2-part documentary was directed by Soleil Moon Frye, herself a former child star, of Punky Brewster fame. Back in 2019, Angel and Aaron's brother and Backstreet Boys member Nick Carter revealed in a post on X that he and Angel had made individual decisions to seek restraining orders against Aaron due to his increasingly alarming behavior and his recent confession that he harbors thoughts and intentions of killing my pregnant wife and unborn child. "We were left with no choice but to take every measure possible to protect ourselves and our family," the singer added in his statement at the time. Now Angel tells after that the harrowing courtroom moment with her family, she never again saw Aaron in person. Still, it wasn't the last time the two spoke before his death. "So after the restraining orders, we had finally spoken maybe a year later, and we had 2 conversations that were 4 hours long," she recalls. Long conversations. "And then I had also talked to him a few times in between that. He had COVID at one point, and I called him to check on him." Angel notes that she was starting to open the door on rebuilding their relationship, but the timing wasn't in their favor. "I talked to him 3 days before he passed away," she adds. Speaking of that final conversation, Angel remembers that Aaron was on Instagram living huffing duster cans and passing out and all these things. "So I just called him, and I was like, 'What are you doing?' And he tried to deny it. And I said, 'Aaron, I saw you on live. I saw it happen. Live, you doing this.' And then he blamed me, and he said, 'Well, you're the reason why I'd use drugs.' And I said, 'Aaron, that's not really fair. You don't blame me for this.'